2023. I make one of these videos every year. It's cool. Every year I look back on every other video I've done. I started in 2020. I know it's kind of pretentious to be talking about numbers and talk about everything you did, but I don't really care if anyone watches this because every year I watch it for myself, and it's cool to see the growth, and it's even cooler to see me set goals and hopes and dreams in earlier videos, and then see those happen in videos after. All right, here we got a little Instagram count. Here we got a TikTok count. I also have a side TikTok page that I started making to sort of shit post and just try out new things. Let's see what's popping with Twitter. Okay, pretty sick. I like it. On YouTube, most exciting for me is I hit 10,000 subscribers, basically because of this one video, which is this Family Guy Midwest emo thing. Glad people liked it, and a lot of people did end up checking out the song that the riff is from. Okay, we're gonna do a little Spotify vibe. Boom, there we go. I was double this. I was 120,000 for a minute, just from a bunch of playlists. So, and the big one, Spotify Wrapped. Wow, look at those numbers. Gotta look at the editorials, of course. Pop Punk's Not Dead, Pixel Garden, Rocktronic, Antipop, Hyperpop, Bass Lounge, All New Punk. All right, that was cringe. I don't want to talk about that anymore. So 2023, I am working about 15 hours a week doing lessons. I do one-on-one lessons. I started Patreon, and that makes about half of my living at this point. The day that I posted it, I only got 3 people to come through, and now there's about 100 people. Very thankful for all the supporters. I post tabs and loops and things like that. This year, I was also posting about every other day on TikTok and Instagram as well. I kind of stopped toward the end of the year for mental health reasons, you know what I'm saying? Just some cool things that happened. I was working with Fortnite for an ad again. Yeah, this year I realized I've been kind of seen as like a punk rock alternative artist more than an electronic artist, which is interesting because I'm noticing like a lot of metal and heavier rock bands are really using production to differentiate themselves from other acts. And it's funny because as an electronic artist, I was using metal and rock elements to differentiate myself. But for whatever reason, I'm seen more as like a rock dude, which obviously, like, let's be honest. Okay, I get it. I don't look like a hyper pop underground, you know, type of dude. I very much look like a metal core bro. I don't know. I'm just my own thing, man. I'm just my own thing. Whatever you want, whatever. I also started working with a booking agency, Sound Talent, and I have a manager and a lawyer. So those are like, you know, cool sounding things to be like a real artist, I guess. This year I was also really trying to shy away from being like a content creator, even though I'm going to still be doing a lot of that. I want people to know me as like an artist and like a proper like creative like art, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want people to think I'm an influencer or something lame like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want people to dismiss me because I make silly videos online. Like, I'm a very serious artist, so this year, I was really trying to push more of me singing. That being said, the algorithm changed last year, right at the end of 2022, and totally like screwed up everything that I was doing. It's just weird, you know? It's like, it fucks with my head. Like, it makes me think like there's no one really there for me. It's just the algorithm just pushing random things and just like shouting into the void. And I started getting recognized pretty regularly when I go out this year, which is kind of cool. So off the bat, dude, I'm already talking about like social media and how much that affects me and my thoughts, and basically all the music I put out this year in 2023, like that's all that it's about, is kind of social media. I want to get away from thinking too much about the numbers and comparing myself to others, but the only thing is that like I'm running a business as an artist, so it's like I have to think about those numbers to move forward, you know? Hopefully I'm able to build a team around me that can help me and me just like focus on the music a little bit more. That's what makes me the happiest, is literally sitting right here making music. All right, here we go. In January, I put out Azure with my friend Tim Fenton. It was something for my side page, probably the most ambitious, creatively diverse, and most like music theory flex thing I've ever done in my life, but it just doesn't really fit as a Scro song, so go ahead and check this out. We put a lot of love and time into it and did this little... I met up with San Holo for the first time in person, and we made these cool videos together. It was very cool to meet, like, you know, honestly one of my heroes who inspired me to put guitar with electronic music. It's just insane, you know, to call him kind of like a friend, hang out as a homie. It's not like I see him all the time, but I don't know. I hope he doesn't watch this because I'm fanboying, but whatever. It's just cool that I did this, you know. I started working with D'Addario as well. I'm a D'Addario artist. I produced this song for Bronze Avery, Sex in the Room. Little house tune. It's a fun one. And I'm still doing my Discord monthly streams, my literally sad monthly streams. In February, I put out my first proper Scro release, Metamorphine, which is actually a cover of an Elohim track that I remixed. I won the remix, but I wasn't able to release it properly. So I just sang on it myself and kind of released it as a cover. I don't think most people know that it's a cover, but I produced half of this album for this guy, Angular. It was kind of a fun one. Celebrated my grandpa's 100th birthday in New York. Crazy guy, made it all the way to 100. Fortunately, he did pass away a few months later. Really cool, kind of getting closer to that side of the family as the years went on. And I'm glad I got to hang out with my grandpa a little bit more before he went. I made a couple videos about how I make my guitar tone, as well as how I actually write guitar, like the theory behind it. A lot of people still ask me how I do that stuff, and I just point them toward this video. I celebrated my 2-year anniversary with my beautiful girlfriend in Malibu. Got some silly little pictures of us, but I'm so happy to be with her for as long as we have, and I'm excited for the next year and what's to come for us. Love you, babe. This month I also released my first EP ever called Like It Used To, which, you know, I put out a bunch of singles beforehand and just put them into the EP. So the actual songs that were put out with that EP were Like It Used To, very experimental electronic track, and then the outro to that EP, Soyo Kaze, which means gentle breeze in Japanese. Definitely helped solidify me more as an artist, you know, when you put out an EP, and really stoked to have been able to connect with as many people as I have. Yeah, I got on the feedback playlist as well. Okay, in April, I played guitar for my favorite band of all time. I Set My Friends on Fire. I can't believe this happened. The singer Matt kind of hit me up right before the show in LA. The venue is like 15 minutes away from me, and was like, yo, the guitarist can't make it, so can you like come through and play guitar? And I was like, yeah, 100%. I've known how to play, you know, all their songs for the past 10 years, so this was insane. Literally, like, I was crying on stage at the end. I turned around at one point and I was like, I'm about to cry for real. This is like bucket list moment. Like, this is shit that I grew up not even knowing I was dreaming about. I also went to Colorado with my homie Evan for his 30th birthday and our other friend Jason, and we just had a grand old time. It's crazy, like, getting away from all the hustle and bustle. It's nice to be happy, you know what I'm saying? It's nice to not be anxious and stressed about work and everything. And I also performed this song, Close My Eyes, a collab with Boston before it was released, in front of this huge crowd for Pirate Pandas, I think it's called. It's like an underground rave thing in San Diego. So that was really cool. Technically, like, the biggest crowd I performed in front of, like, just doing my own music. It's not like they knew who I was. It's just like, let's bring up Scro for one song or whatever. All right, I put out this Clarity cover on Instagram, doing like a duet thing. This will be coming out this year, officially on Spotify. I also did a Bitbird radio. Bitbird does like guest mixes. It was my first time doing something like this. I've DJ'd before, but this is my first time doing like an online mix sort of thing, and I was like teasing some unreleased music. I always wanted to do that, so thanks, Bitbird. The homie Elroy put out Dream Yoga, and I'm very honored to have done the guitars for that one. Check it out. Shouts out Elroy, you rock. I think you might be putting out something else this year that I did some guitar for. All right, this month I put out Is This What You Wanted? And this was by far like the biggest thing that has happened for me career-wise. Scro. Not only was it very creatively fulfilling, both through the song and through this music video, it was very ambitious, but it really connected with a lot of people, kind of put me on the map for the like rock alternative scene, like I said, which is kind of interesting. I never thought of like being part of that, even though that's kind of like where my heart and soul is like alternative rock metal music. The music video was crazy, put so much time and a lot of money into it, and I'm really thankful for everyone that was able to help out. And just the song, it just worked, you know, like I was just lucky. I tell my friends and people that ask about it, like, I don't know if I could write another song like that. I was just lucky. I just made it right here, you know, in my bedroom on a laptop, and I had some cool ideas, and it all came from like a place of sincerity. You know, the song is about me like doing whatever the fuck I want and like making sure people don't tell me what to do, and you know, just being me. This helped me work with what I think it helped me work with like an agency, kind of hit me up. I had a lot of managers, I had a lot of publicists or whatever. A lot of people just like this song because I think it's a good song at the end of the day. And I'm getting a little cocky talking about it, but I'm just stoked, you know. I'm proud to put out something that I love just as much as other people love, and I'm proud for this to be like part of the Scro legacy and the Scro canon. I also did like a little headliner for The Shed. This was super cool. I enjoyed it. And yeah, this is the month I put out this Family Guy Midwest emo thing that a lot of people really like. I want to do more, you know, making cartoons sad with Midwest emo edit things, but it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to be seen as like a meme, or I want the artists that I love to treat me seriously, and when people see me, I don't want them to go, oh, he makes funny guitar videos online. It's like, I'd rather people go, oh, he plays guitar and he sings, you know, he's an artist. So they help a lot, but it's like the perception of me, is it like really worth it? And then in June, I put out I'm So Tired, the music video. That was the second single off the Bitbird EP. Again, pretty ambitious music video. Very thankful for everyone that was able to help. To get Son Holo and Thorwald in it, and also having Amelia feature, was just like a huge full circle moment. Like being inspired so much by Amelia's music and being inspired so much by Son Holo's music, getting them both in a music video and like making that type of, like, it was just really cool. And then in July, the whole EP, Here It Goes, On My Own, even got some merch to go along with it. Boom, got this dope acid wash shirt, love that. Got this, and then we have this awesome white shirt, scromusic.com to pick that up. But yeah, the EP, so stoked again to be having like an EP with Bitbird. This EP is definitely very much like, I kind of gave it all I had and all the different things that I like. I feel like if you really listen to this EP and dig into it, you'll be like, oh man, like he's got like a lot to offer the scene. So in that EP, Is This What You Wanted? I'm So Tired, From Myself, Close My Eyes with Boston. We put out a music video the month afterwards, and then I'm Sorry, an acoustic tune. And it's just really cool, you know, for people to be like, oh, I've been listening to your EP on repeat. Like that hits way different than someone being like, oh, I've been listening to Is This What You Wanted on repeat, like just a single. It's really cool that people are like delving into the universe of, you know, the sound and the aesthetic that I created, and that people are like, that's on repeat for me. Like that's the thing that I've been consuming, is like your world, not just like one song, like a catalog. Definitely a huge moment for me. The second EP of the year, that's insane. I think this year I'm also putting out 2 EPs, or maybe an EP and an album. I'm not sure yet, but I have so much unreleased music that it's just scheduled. It's just ready to go. So thanks to everyone for this. Cover art by Cherry on Twitter. In July, I also went to South Carolina. Mom got a little vacation spot there, and I went with Lauren, and it was really cool. It was like a little mini vacation and like a reset from life. It's really weird to like be away from work and be away from everything. I really didn't have a personality to say it, except I was just like void of feeling things because I had nothing to do. I'm such like a complete tasks sort of dude, and like making goals and like striving to achieve them, that when I was here I was just on a couple acres like watching the water flow through the creek, and it was really weird for my brain. It was a good reset, but it definitely made me realize like how much I love just doing stuff, you know, like I love being with people and doing things and being in a community. All right, in August, I got together with my twin, RJ Passon, and we made some cool riffs together. Gonna be putting out a proper collab this year, I believe, on Spotify. So I was like kind of giddy for that video because to me, I mean, we do kind of look similar and people confuse each other all the time. I mean, I know he's like way cooler than me at this point, but you know what I'm saying? It was just kind of cool. I also did a little opener thing for TX2, London's Falling, and Pop Tropical Sluts at the Roxy. It's always cool to be playing shows, even if no one there knew who I was. Just kind of got thrown on last minute. Put out the music video for Close My Eyes with Boston. We were very ambitious again and made this little mini room in the desert. That sucked. But, you know, just like everything, it sucks. But it's cool to look back on it. And at the end of the day, we just have like a really cool product and a cool visual, and like, it's just dope. You know, it's like, this is art right here. And I'm just stoked to have done something with one of my best friends and put so much time and so much work into it. It just means that much more for us. But I think you can see that in the video, and I think it's a very memorable experience watching it. And I hope you guys liked it as much as we didn't like making it at all, I'm not gonna lie, but it's fun to look and see that it's cool. I also put out something on Bitbird's Goldie and Finch, which is like their compilation thing they do once a year. I'm really stoked that San Holo was like, yo dude, we want you to be on the track, but the track that you gave us doesn't really fit. Can you like send me some other stuff? And I sent him like 5 or 6 like basically guitar loops, and he was like, make a song with that guitar loop. And I was like, okay. And I made this in like a day or two and sent it off. I didn't really like promote it very much. I wasn't really able to, especially it was just like a compilation track for Bitbird, but I do really like it. I also started working with Legator, very cool guitar company. They have this beautiful 7-string guitar that they let me have for a little bit, but now I use this one, and I think it's unreleased. They said it's like an SS model. I think I'm like their token clean guitar, clean tone. Well, that's not true. There's other people that have clean tone on there, but I definitely have a specific style that you wouldn't see most Legator artists play. It's cool to be working with them. I've been a fan of them since they've been making guitars, honestly. In September, Julia Wolf put out Wishbone that I produced for her. Love this song. I am so stoked that I got to be a part of this and that she likes me producing for her and likes my sound. It's something that I am very proud of, and I'm proud to be working on more stuff with her in the future. I also did Burning House for her. It was even more like creatively fulfilling doing this because it was like a little bit more like advanced, I guess, when it comes to like what I was doing on guitar and like the production style. So check out both those songs and check out Julia Wolf. Be on the lookout for this year because we got some crazy songs in store. There's also my birthday in September. Got a little bowling lane alley, and usually my birthdays are not that cool, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to get people to come out to see you when you're in LA, but I had a great time. There's just a bunch of videos of my girlfriend, but I had a really great time, and I'm stoked I got to be with all my friends. It seemed like every single one of my friends was there. Almost couldn't have asked for a better birthday, TBH. I forgot to mention, I also put out a music video for I'm Sorry, and I put out these hoodies too with my new logo. I put out a music video for I'm Sorry and For Myself. So 6 music videos this year. Is This What You Wanted? I'm So Tired, From Myself, Close My Eyes, I'm Sorry, Inside My Head. All my songs are about me, myself, all my lyrics are, and my titles of my songs always have me or I or myself or whatever. because I'm a selfish loser. But yeah, 6 music videos. I don't think I'm gonna do that many next year. But they're very cool, and I loved doing them. Thanks. In October, I basically like took off the month of October when it comes to like making videos and content and stuff. I was getting really worn down. It's just hard when you have set yourself to a certain standard to always be meeting that and to be forcing yourself to do it like I was every other day. And the numbers really get to me, and seeing and comparing myself to other people, videos that have better engagement than mine, it's like super demoralizing, I think is the word, where I'm just like, man, I guess I'm a has-been. Like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm trying to feed the algorithm what works best, and then I'm compensating for the art, you know, just taking a month off. I bought a Switch, my first like game console I've had since I moved out of my parents' house, and it's cool to have stepped away, but as soon as I stepped back into it, I was like, wow, I'm just like living in a constant state of anxiety. So I got someone to help me post my videos at least, and hopefully I can get someone to help edit them too, and then maybe even do all that. Or maybe I don't even need to do these stupid videos that I'm doing, you know, like I know people like it, and it has definitely helped me with where I'm at in my career, but do I need to be doing them that much? Do they help as much as I think they are? Like, I don't know, you know, like they're fun making the videos. Like, I do enjoy them. I like making these little songs or these little remixes. I don't know, man. I'm just a guy, you know? I'm just a guy. I'm literally just a guy. And everyone else is just a guy. I'm so worried about being a cool guy or being like a relevant guy, and it really like sucks up a lot of my brain energy, and I don't like it, but it's kind of the name of the game, you know? It's the business that I'm in, and the fight to be relevant and to be popular is ever present. So I took the month of October off. I'm excited to be starting this year off, and I have a bunch of cool videos I want to do, and then I'll be posting. And you know what? At the end of the day, I just gotta be proud of what I put out, and I gotta make sure that I'm a musician, you know, and that I put out good music. That's really my only job, right? I just am supposed to put out good music. I know this day and age, it's like I have to be entertaining online too, which I think I am. And I do like being entertaining online, but I also just like making music, and I wish I could just make a great song and post it and that be it, because some people are able to do that. You know, they don't do anything online and they just post great music, and they're able to have a successful career that way. And all the shit that goes through your head when you start doing these videos, and even my friends who start doing them, like, they kind of go through the same thing where it's like, damn, my value is like based off of these videos in this certain format, and it's not exactly what I want to be doing for the rest of my life, but I'm already like seen as this type of person. I don't even really want to be that person. I just made one video and it worked, so I kept making that video over and over again, and now I'm just known as this guy. It's like, damn, it's the machine, you know what I'm saying? It's the damn machine. In November, I put out Inside My Head. It's a shoegazy, grungy song. It kind of came out of left field for me and my style, but a lot of people really, really liked it. I think the people that like that song love it. Period. That's the end of my sentence. Yeah, this whole like shoegaze wave came in, and it totally caught me, and I've just been like listening to this style, and obviously I grew up listening to, you know, stuff like this, but just this wave that came in, it really took me over, and I was like, I made something and I really loved it, and I showed it to people, and they're like, this is a great song, but I don't know if it sounds like a Scro song, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna release it. I like it. Yeah, my friend James put this music video together. He basically did the entire thing. So in this video, you can see like there's the camera. It's a VHS camera that he hooked up to this big gimbal, and then we got this square thing, and Michael's drumming inside of it. Okay, we did the whole proper thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got this dope music video, and then we edited it on this little TV, and we had this little glitch box, and we're like glitching out to the video as it's happening, and it's like being filmed, and yeah, super cool. Love the video, love the song. You know what? There's a time and a place for it, and I decided it was now, so that's what I did. And then we finished up the year with a little feature for the homie Tsuyoshi. I think I'm saying that right. He's also on some Bitbird compilation albums. Really dope guitarist, really dope producer, and I'm stoked to have done this cool little vocal feature at the end of one of his songs. I would love to do more features for songs that I feel led to and connect to. And yeah, ended out the year with that track. It's cool too, you know, this year, like, I met a bunch of people that I've always wanted to work with and I've always loved and looked up to. And the more that I do this, the more that I meet these people in, I don't want to say the music industry, but, you know, musicians, artists that I love and look up to. And for the new year, 2024, man, I've been saying this, that I'm going to play Coachella and I'm going to play Red Rocks. I think 2025 Red Rocks is going to happen, and I'm going to play Coachella before 2030. Those are definitely going to happen. I don't know how, but they will be happening. This year, I'm going to be like touring a lot, or starting to do tours. I've never played outside of California, just kind of getting that experience under my belt and connecting with like a real life audience rather than an online audience, because I'm realizing the past couple of years doing this that having an audience online really doesn't too much connect to having an audience in real life, at least for what I'm doing. And I'm working on my show and actually like performing. You know, when I started making music, or when I make music, I don't too often think about performing it on stage. I just make music because I love making music. I love listening to music on my headphones or on speakers. Like, that's how I enjoy music the most. And a live setting is just a much different like culture and aesthetic and art that I didn't really get into music for, honestly. So adding that into what I'm doing is really interesting, and playing all these shows, every show I'm learning so much. And oh, I completely forgot, I played a huge headliner show. In November, I played this huge headliner show with Venus as a Boy that I made Little Too Quiet with, the homies Bygone that are also on Bitbird, and then the homies in True North. We played it at Catch One. My dad and my little brother flew out for it. It was a really good time. I had Boston come up on stage for his feature. I had Amelia come up on stage for her feature. And it was a really good time. I hope to be doing more shows like that and to get even more people and play bigger venues. Put all this time into all the visuals too. I made all the visuals behind me for like the hour-long set. And I did this like 5-minute guitar solo, and I did like live edits, and it was really different because I'm used to, when it comes to my content, I'll work on something for an hour or two and reach 20, 30,000 people, 500,000, maybe even 1 million people. I only put like 2 or 3 hours of work. But with this live set, I put in 20, 30 hours of setting up the live show, and then like 20 hours of practice, like 40, 50, 60 hours to set up this whole thing. And there was like, 120, 130 people there to witness it. So it was really like, when I was like getting ready for the show, I was like, man, this is so stupid. Like, I could be putting this time into making videos and reaching way more people. But the thing is that these shows has way more of like a strong connection with these people. Also, I sold so much merch there. So I can't sell merch with content the same way that you can from a live show. Yeah, it's just like really interesting. Like, the relationship that you're building with the audience is way deeper than someone seeing like a minute video and then swiping past. Like, people were watching me perform on stage for an hour and just like locked into me. And it feels really weird, first of all, to like expect that from anyone, to be like, hey everyone, come to this thing. I'm going to play for an hour, and you're going to have to find parking, and you're going to pay for tickets, and you're going to need to figure out food and drinks, and you're going to have to bring your friends. And it's like such an exhausting thing to ask for anyone to do. Oh yeah, I got my hand tattooed. Finished up my sleeve. It's such an exhausting thing and a pretentious, like selfish thing to ask people to come out to watch you perform. Well, I don't know if I'll ever get over that, because it's very uncomfortable. Especially before I play, I always feel like, what am I doing, man? Why are these people here? Like, they have better things to do with their lives than be here. Like, it's so weird. I'm going on about nothing. But anyways, it's cool to put all that time and work into just an hour show and share it very intimately with a couple hundred people, rather than with 1 million people and they just swipe by and like might not ever care about you again. So that's it. That's 2023. Made a lot of music. I have so many collabs this year with amazing artists. I have a lot of unreleased music that I'm excited for. By the end of the year, I would hope to be, maybe taking another day off of doing lessons. Hopefully more people are on my Patreon. and just making more music and hanging out with friends and collaborating more and playing a lot of shows. I think that's what's in store for me this year, is hopefully doing like some support tours or some of my own tours, like some small like West Coast runs, and just playing more live shows and getting out there in that way and building that like live presence, and people again see me more as like an artist and not just like an internet guy. Anyways, I leave you with oat milk, non-dairy, Lindt, caramel, salted caramel. If you didn't know, I have a side Instagram page called Chocolate Time with Scro, where I review chocolate. So this is going to be an exclusive YouTube chocolate review where we rate it 1 out of 5 for some vegan oat milk chocolate. Let's hit it. It looks kind of crazy. The colors are looking a little bit wacky. It's crunchy. I can taste the oat milk because I do drink oat milk. Salted caramel. Got the crunch. It's not very strong. It's very light. Solid 3 out of 5. See you guys next year. Peace.